I'm gonna cut off this character customization part because otherwise it's gonna be really long. But basically, hello everyone, welcome to Chaos Games. So brief explanation of what's happening here. I already recorded episode 1 and technically episode 2 of my adventure with this game playing as the Dark Urge, but unfortunately OBS messed up the audio and the aspect ratio of the screen, so like 30% of the screen was cut off. It was very weird. I finally fixed it after recording episode 2 because I didn't even notice there was anything wrong, and so episode 3 is the only one that is actually fixed. So instead of obviously starting from episode 3, I'm going back and re-recording episode 1 and 2. I'm hoping to make it into a condensed episode 1. So yes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record the intro for BG3, and then I'm gonna load the very beginning of my character save and play from there up until we get to part 3, which is now gonna be episode 2. And things might be different, obviously, going from episode 1 to episode 2. So I hope you do forgive me for that, but I'm 6 hours into my playthrough, so I don't want to redo that all over again. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a patchwork episode, but hopefully everything makes sense, and it might be a very long one. Episode 2, the raw recording, is 2 hours. So we'll see what we can do about that. But yeah, I'll play the Dark Urge intro, and we'll see you once we load into the actual save.
My rancid blood whispers to me, kill, kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world, and when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured beyond repair, I know nothing besides this. I must resist the dark urge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife hand writes a tragedy in blood.
The blood in your head thrums and pounds. That pounding blood obscures who you are. An overwhelming loss of memory. How you ended up amidst these hellish flames is just as hidden. You have nothing in your skull, besides your name and a headache. But you are in danger.
Take a deep breath, shake your head, and start anew.
Time to get out of here. And then you can shed light on the dark of the matter of yourself.
My head.
Okay, a couple of housekeeping things before we get started. So, as I said, this is a re-record. So originally, my character, I had named her Callista. Then I forgot that that's the name that I called my original character, my first playthrough of this game. And I wanted to change her name. So I did do that. Not right now, obviously, because I'm just loading into the save. But previously, I did change her name to Kestrel. So right now, she's going to be called Callista until I can get to a magic mirror, and then we can change her name. But, yep, there's that. Another thing is that I do use mods. I've played over 140 hours, I think 150 hours of this game. And I don't really mind on my second playthrough to be using mods. I have mostly they're cosmetic mods. I have like an auto loot mod, auto loot seller mod. There's like an overpowered mod for when you go and upgrade your attributes, I think it's what it's called. And there's just like more weapons and armor that I think are going to spawn in the tutorial chest, of which I will be using. This is on balanced mode. If you guys think that using those like armor mods is too cheaty, I can up the difficulty to tactician to sort of even out the field. I don't really mind. I just thought I like the cool armor and I want to use it. So there is that, and it makes the beginning of the game a little bit more of a speedier experience. And I believe that is everything. Also, this is my first Dark Urge playthrough. The first one I did a custom character, which was, you know, just a normal tiefling character. So as you can see, I love my tieflings and I love my paladins because my first character was also a paladin. I think she was an Oath of the Ancients paladin. I have made my Dark Urge tiefling paladin an Oath of Vengeance paladin. So there is that. I believe that is everything. If anything else comes up or that I remember, I will mention that. But yes, bear with me while I try and catch up to where I'm currently at in my playthrough. And I do apologize if anything changes, like when we go back to our original save playthrough. This is so confusing, but yes, that is it. Okay, perfect. So let's get started here.
Someone else got out.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Investigate the pool. Okay, that's not gonna go well. Yep. I don't really mind failing this check. I think we all know what's gonna happen.
Meets the eye.
Reach toward the pool. So I think we should be good with that. Oh, let me, oh, the other mod that I have that makes my life a lot easier is the Allies AI mod, because I have no clue what to do with the, what is this? Choose AI. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what to do with my mage characters. I always underutilize them, always make mistakes, and I'm getting tired of myself doing that, so.
Anything of use?
Yeah, so we're going to be using AI for Will, Gale, and Shadowheart. So just be aware of that. And it's easier because the battles should go a lot faster without me being indecisive about which spell I should use or whatnot for them. Oh yeah. This playthrough will also be pretty heavy on reading the notes, letters, books, so if that is not your thing, I completely understand. You can just move on to a different
Visions
playthrough.
project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
At least things have stayed interesting.
And I forgot to change my character's voice in the original character creator. So we're stuck with voice 1, which I don't really mind. I think my favorites
Seems
are voice
simple enough.
4 and voice 8, if I remember correctly. I think I used
I feel
voice 8
better.
with my original character.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind. A schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship. A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution. Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design traversed by ships just like this.
So, also another thing that I want to briefly mention, this is my first ever D&D game. I have no experience with D&D. Obviously, this is my second time playing BG3. I haven't actually finished my original BG3 playthrough because I don't want it to end. And I know I should just finish it. I think I have 1 or 2 main missions left.
We are here.
But yeah, just wanted to briefly mention I don't know much about D&D, and everything that I know about D&D is from this game. So that's why I'm very focused on reading the lore and the books and all that jazz. So just wanted to let you guys know.
Something's on my mind.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Who am I talking to? Man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You know no creature like this. One that is more brain than person.
You sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
I am going to try and roleplay my answers to obviously take advantage of the Tiefling, Paladin options, take advantage of the Dark Urge options, specifically the Resistance, the Resistance Dark Urge options. I want to be a good Dirge in this playthrough. Maybe I'll do an evil playthrough at a later point in time. I don't know if my heart can take that, but yes. Inspect the exposed brain. Oh, nice.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
Dexterity +1, medicine +2, and strength +3. I'm gonna do medicine. Attempt a cerebral extraction, staying mindful of the swelling. No! Are you serious? God damn it. Ew.
swelling is too great. You cannot lift the brain out of the skull.
Well, this is going to be, again, one of those differences, because in my first playthrough of this character, I did pass that medicine check, and I do have him in, like, our playthrough, so that's going to be one of the differences, just so you're aware. I feel bad, though, that in this timeline, us is stuck there. Oh well. It's not real, technically.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Who are you?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
What made you think I was a thrall?
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
What do you suggest?
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Okay, let's get started with the combat also. Let me fix up her what's it called? Her hotbar. Just so I have things exactly where I want them, shall we? Perfect. Well, she has a bonus action. She can't... Well, this is a bonus. I guess we'll use it for over here for her next turn.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Perfect. Oh. Beautiful.
You proved
Okay.
surprisingly adequate in battle.
Thank you, Lizo.
Now, to the helm.
We will get there soon enough. Don't worry.
How much further can I go?
Oops. There we go. Can you please? Thank you. Okay. And then restoration for Lizo. She got hit with a fireball, which is not very
Ship
nice.
won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Is this audio, the music, a little bit too loud? Where is it? Okay, that's a... There we go. 40 should be fine. Is that too low? Oh god, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
can make no sense of it.
Damn it! You! Get me out of this damn thing!
Don't waste time on Istik. We must go.
Look for a latch that might open the lid.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
I'll go look around. There must be some way to get this thing open.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
Well, if you played this game, you know exactly where this thing is at. So we'll go ahead and get that real quick. Hello. And that is the key for that chest over there.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
A dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Okay. Yep. That is the tutorial chest with all of the stuff. I'm gonna take a quick break here. You guys probably won't see this, to organize all of this so that it's out of the way. So I'll be right back. There, all of that is now out of the way. And I believe I already, yep, perfect. Push or place your hand on the console.
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Ew. That transformation is always so disgusting. Poor lady, I feel so bad for her.
Cainchar! Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
You are correct in that way, though.
Before it's our turn.
Yep. So let's go ahead and pick up Shadowheart. And then we can leave, finally. Oops, here first, my bad.
The console appears dormant.
There's a socket in the console shaped like the rune you found. Insert it.
The console hums to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
I don't have Arcana, but we can try. Take a closer look at the powered up console. Oh, nice.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. This device is different from the one that caused the other captive to transform. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
Place your hand on the console.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
The first time I played this game, I failed this, which is actually hilarious because it only requires a 2. I literally critically failed that roll, so I always make sure to quick save here because I'm so scared of that happening again.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
There we go.
At last. Thought I was done for.
What I did there was just the auto loot thing, so I don't have to constantly manually loot
I
shit.
should speak up.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Did you feel that just now? We were in each other's heads.
I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. They'll have to wait. I need to get off this ship alive first. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
All right then, let's get going. I'm Kestrel.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Come on, time to go.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Lead on.
We will. Also, before we do that, actually, let me make sure that Shadowheart has the healer melee. 1. There we go. Perfect.
My
And then
faith
for
protects
her,
me.
even though we're not going to use her hotbar, you know, because we're going to be using a AI situation, I'll just move it aside for now. I don't know if she should be like healer mate or healer melee or healer range. I don't know, so we'll see which one we prefer for
Shouldn't
her
have wished to live in more
as we play.
interesting times. Another mystery. Can't read the script. Machine made them hostile.
Yep, I just want all the XP that I can get. That's literally the only reason. Nice, there we go. And you should have... Nope. Did I just not give it enough time? This is not working.
Breathe
Maybe
deep
I should
and move.
give it enough time to actually do things. Yeah, I think it's doing it because there was a burnished necklace here that is no longer there, so
Let's see.
we should be good now.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
I do wonder what that means in, you know, the gift language. I'm sure it's something very, very nice. It's such a good compliment.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape. Impact is imminent. I must connect the helm. This is your end.
So I usually go for his sword, but because we have those mods, we technically don't need it. And I don't really feel like sitting there and failing constantly, failing my hits. So, you know, we're just gonna not do that. Oh, jeez. Beautiful. Shield of Faith, thank you, Shadowheart. Yeah, that dude's gonna take forever to kill him. At one point, I think my character,
On the move.
I think I tried killing him, and he Commander Zolk actually killed the Mind Flayer, and then I was like, "Yep, we're not doing this."
Nothing
It
will
was
stand
fucking
in my way.
hilarious. Beautiful. Okay, we can
Very
leave
well.
now. And now I should be passively picking up everything that is around me, so that's nice. Yeah, we're just gonna constantly miss. It's a bit of a problem.
Leave him to me. Connect to transponder. Corpses in the sticks.
He's actually doing much better
We must
than
take the transponder.
I know we must. Don't worry.
Hurry before they strike.
No worries. Yeah, you're too far away, but I can shoot you. Damn. Okay, that's fine.
No choice but to keep going.
Yep, that is absolutely correct. And we're gonna dash.
Swift as my feet can carry
I'm
me.
gonna see if I can kill all of these, just so I can get the max XP possible. Yeah, Shadowheart's just gonna stick by him and try to kill this Commander Zolk. I don't think that's gonna go very well, Shadowheart, but you know, you're more than welcome to try. Beautiful. Oh my god. I'm in love with you, Liza.
Time to push my luck again. What do I
Yeah,
have to
here you
lose?
go. And I can't really do much else, but I can
Don't waste a
stand
step.
right here. What was she trying to do? Did she throw like a health potion at the Mind Flayer? Completely like missed it? Or missed hit the Mind Flayer, and she ended up
Another fight. Let's go.
being the one to get the
Here we
healing.
go.
That's hilarious.
The Helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time. You half expected your memories to return once you were free of the Mind Flayer ship. But your past is still an aching void. If you don't find a way to remove the tadpole burrowed in your brain soon, your future will be as blank as your past. Your head whispers vengeance. You cannot wait to slice your way forth, seeking whatever wrought this tragedy upon you.
Okay, so I want to say sorry if you can actually hear the Steam screenshot sound effects. I don't know if you can. I genuinely don't know. I'm gonna have to check that out in the editing. And if it's tied to the game audio, that's gonna be really difficult to mute and to edit out, because if it's tied to the game audio, the only thing I can do is mute it, but then you're gonna have pockets of silence in the video and it's gonna be really awkward. So I'll figure it out to see if it's, you know, like an actual problem.
I'll catch a break.
But I guess we'll see. Let's drink our Autoloo potion again. Wait. There we go. I didn't know if it was active still. Wake her.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
I was hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
What happened to our gift friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
We should look for her. She might be injured or worse.
You're more concerned for her than she is for you, clearly. We need to take care of ourselves. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Do you have any idea where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from.
You want to stay together, I take it?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
All right, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
So, brief explanation of what this is. This is a mod that lets me know when there are, as it says right here, camp night events available. So, it lets me know when I need to long rest for these events to take place. I'm going to wait for this one until we get at least Astarion and Gale in our party, and then we can long rest. Because these events I already saw in the original recording that got messed up. So I'm going to try and again recreate everything as it was before. So I want to make sure that I'm probably going to be long resting a couple of times in a row to get those events out of the way. So that way you guys can see them, and then we can resume our playthrough on episode 2. It might be episode 3. I don't know how long this will be. Yeah, apologies. And I will take a moment to read
Fresh
any
water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
notes that I get once we long rest. Because I did read those originally. And I'll see if I don't know how you do that, but I'll see if I can put timestamps as to when I'm reading the things. I don't know how viable that's gonna be, but I'll try and put timestamps so that way if you guys are not interested, you can skip
We get that open easily.
those parts.
Maybe there's another entrance.
Or, you know, just be, you know, feel free to skip the playthrough entirely, because I'm gonna be reading a lot.
More of those wretched things.
Why are they running away from me? Are they just gaining distance before starting the battle? Oops. Okay, that angle was really disgusting.
Another day, another fight.
Beautiful.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
It perhaps isn't. Okay, so it... Perfect. It looted that as well. Amazing. Before I talk to Astarion, does she have anything to say?
Something the matter?
My memories are all gone. Is your tadpole playing tricks on yours?
I understand why you ask, but memory loss is not as uncommon as you'd think. There may be other causes.
What's the story with that odd little artifact you have?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
Okay. Nothing new or interesting there. Obviously makes sense. We're literally just starting the game. Before we get Astarion, I also did come here for this like little bit of loot that you can find over here. I mean, if you pass the perception, which I think I should, but you never know. I did in, you know, when I first started playing this character, so.
Deep grooves in the mud around that rock.
Oh, forgot about the auto loot. Okay, Astarion, don't worry. We'll get there. Just be patient.
Hey, I need some help.
I know you do, Thier. I know you do.
Hurry, I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Easily. Stand back.
There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
Put it away. We don't need to fight.
Don't we? I saw you on the ship. Free, scuttling about. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer's worm. It connected us.
The worm? Of course. That explains things, somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Can't blame you. I was looking forward to seeing yours.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I'm in quite the state, but I think I'm Kestrel.
A pleasure. So, do you know anything about these worms?
Yes, unfortunately. They'll, turn us into Mind Flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it? We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
As he joins your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
I really hope you can't hear the screenshot sound. Oh my god, please OBS, do not let me down, please. Okay, let's see. Well, let's first talk to Shadowheart.
Astarion's an interesting find. Let's hope any future acquaintances don't hold a blade to your throat by way of introduction.
What about you?
You have a manner of irresistible desperation about you. I like it.
I wonder if he says that only to like the Dark Urge. I don't know. I don't think my original character ever received that. Received that? I don't know if that's the correct way to say that, but I don't think my original character ever heard him say that to her. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Is it? Okay, let's continue. And I'm waiting to level them up until I get Gale, at least.
There! A mind flayer! And it's hurt!
It
That
is.
thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
This isn't right. Step away.
You can't move, can't think. Thinking is mercifully done for you. It will be a joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Take advantage of the lapse. Break free.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Close those eyes forever. Ooh.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
To sleep, perchance to dream tentacled dreams. Close the pinned mind flayer's eyes forever. Nice. Okay, now let us continue on to recruiting Gale. Actually, I think there was a... Is there? No, there's not a chest up here. I don't know why I thought that. It's okay.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
What's going on with that room? Looks unstable somehow.
Okay, just making sure that don't say anything about it.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch the sigil.
A hand? Anyone?
Fantasize about hacking off the hand? Oh god. I'm playing what is it? A good urge. Like I'm playing a resistance urge, okay? Ignore the urge to maim. Grab the hand and pull. Add a bonus, and I'm gonna quick save, just in case I get bad luck with this roll. I should not have doubted my character at all.
Keep pulling! Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
No need to apologize. Are you alright?
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
I was, yes. Oh, well, never mind the Nordaloid. How did you get stuck in that stone?
I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall?
To be honest, I haven't a clue.
Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region, were you not?
Couldn't have phrased it more repellently myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I can tend to basic wounds and ailments, but alien parasites? I'm afraid not.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
I love Gale. He's so hilarious. Subdue thine appetites. What was that? Resist your dark urge. Nice. Okay, let's talk to Astarion.
So, we've picked up a wizard who managed to get stuck in his own portal. Hardly a promising introduction.
Oh my god, I love him.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
He does, doesn't he?
You're not versed in magic, are you?
Of course I am. I'm infused with the powers of my oath.
Oh, I do apologize. I meant to ask, are you studied in magic? Namely, are you a wizard? Which you are not.
I am not.
If you meet any elder wizards, let me know. There is a matter I'd like to seek advice on from a master.
I will let you know, Gale. Okay, so we are going to pick up Lysel before we long rest. I'm trying to trigger them talking. God damn it.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. One of them carved up Zor's whole squad.
So let's leave it.
And let the goblins have it? No. we take it to the grove. Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Don't worry, I'll get them out of here one way or another.
Your words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
Remember how keen she was to leave me to die in the Nautiloid? We can't trust her.
Your query looks dangerous, but I've handled worse. Leave it to me. Get to safety. Okay, I'm definitely gonna quick save because I don't want to kill any tieflings. Thank you very much. Perfect.
She's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
Blast? What? Did he sound... What the heck was that? What the heck was that? It's fucking hilarious. A blast? I could use more specifics.
You didn't hear it? Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I'm in dire need of healing. Where is this camp? I shouldn't have a problem with this roll. Thank you. I was scared it was gonna, like, critically fail me for even saying that, so...
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
I'll keep that in mind.
Come.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Say please.
Never.
Oh, I love her. Do we have a normal? Okay, let's just do this for now.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
Let's go down.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
And what exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
A simple thank you wouldn't go amiss.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
All right, we journey together. Let's find this creche.
You have made an ally from Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half-elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Yeah, there we go. And as you can see, another mod is more companions. I typically just have my character and 4 others just because it's, I don't know, I like the conversations and obviously it's easier for battles and I just like having more people in my party, okay? So we're going to a long rest. And then we'll read text and we will level up our party. Let's talk to Astarion, shall we? Actually, let's level up first. So, I'll try and remember what I picked for every character. Great weapon fighting style and ability improvement. Yeah, the ability things, I think it only allowed you do 2 before, but this mod that I have allows you to do 6 points, which again, I'm gonna do. And there we go. Can I change? Why can I not change your... I don't want to add a class. I want to change... God damn it. I don't want you to be a cleric trickery domain. I don't want that. It is what it is. One more point, I guess, Constitution. And for Starion, in my original playthrough, I chose for him a... What is it called? A thief subclass. I think this time, I mean, I already did that, but this time it's going to be the assassin subclass because I want to try something different with the characters. I'm gonna leave him as evocation because I think that just makes sense. Obviously magic missile, and I guess chromatic orb would be a good one. And ability improvement again. Intelligence. Doesn't this affect concentration? I'll put one in there because I'm not really sure if that's the case for wizards. Concentration spells is what I mean. And then again, ability improvement for all of these. I don't know what you need wisdom for, but sure, I'll put a point in that. Beautiful.
So, we're resting here. Turning in for the night.
It's no feather bed, but it'll do.
I suppose. I'm not really sure what I expected, really. This is all a little new. The night normally means bustling streets, bursting taverns. Curling up in the dirt and resting is, a little novel.
Give it a try. We'll need to be fresh tomorrow.
I'm in no place to rest yet. Today has been a lot. I need some time to think things through. To process this. You sleep. I'll keep watch.
Of course you will. Thank you. I'll sleep better for that.
The pleasure is all mine. Sweet dreams.
I don't think they will be very sweet, unfortunately, with this tadpole in my head, but I appreciate the thought.
What were you two talking about?
You a little jealous? What do you mean? We were just discussing the next steps. Were we? We weren't. What do you mean?
You and the pale fellow.
We were just discussing the next steps.
I see. I'd be careful with Astarion.
You don't trust Astarion?
Trust is a rare currency. Not sure I'd spend it on someone who drew a knife on me moments after I met them. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer. You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Agreed. The sooner we find someone to help us, the better.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
Thank you. Will do. Do you have anything else to say?
Lae'zel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes.
Very, very true. What do you think of all that's happened to us so far?
We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly?
You must have thoughts about our little stowaways.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
What will you do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No reason for us to not stay together if we get on well. Or where would you go?
Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Seems personal. I won't pry if it's not something you want to talk about.
Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation.
Okay, let me talk to Starry, because I don't think I asked for his opinion on Lae'zel.
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Lae'zel is delightful. In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course.
Go to hell.
And good evening to you too.
Ha! You're a good sport. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial.
What's on your mind, Gale?
Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
I'm not too worried. We'll find someone who can help us.
That's the spirit. Let's be up with the lark. Find a healer before the wee one gets hungry. The Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless.
Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, city of splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
A man after my own heart. Too bad Astarion just has my heart in his little precious hands. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I can't choose who I fall in love with. It is what it is. Let's see. Don't stop there. You must have many stories to tell about your adventures as an archmage.
Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
I guess so. Change the subject. My memories before the Nodaloid are shrouded in darkness.
Memory loss isn't usually a symptom of ceremorphosis. If it is, they've forgotten to write it down in any text I've read on the subject. Then again, our case isn't exactly usual. Perhaps whatever's causing our tadpoles to remain in stasis has also affected your mind. If ceremorphosis takes place, all trace of your former self will be subsumed into the Mind Flayer's hive. So, to still be here, if a mite forgetful, still a win in my book.
I have violent thoughts, depraved thoughts, ones that refuse to go away.
We all have those from time to time.
Do we?
I once wished a most impure demise on a colleague of mine who bore the last remaining copy of Etheril's Enchiridion of Enchanting Easements. It's a first edition, too.
Oh, Gale.
As regards to your own morbid little fantasies, I'm sure they're nothing to worry about. So long as they remain fantasies.
Correct. That is very true. Lae'zel?
A monster forms inside us, yet you waste time with idle chatter.
We're just jealous because you're the last person I talked to. I understand. It's okay.
Chatter already?
Tuskegee.
Yes, my love, I need to know your opinions on certain things. You look so unusual. You think you're rare in these parts.
I expect I am your first.
That you are, I think. I know of Githyanki, but I've never met one.
Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Really? Thanks for noticing.
It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
Do you know much about mind flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
I'll do well to do a lot of things. Do you know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
Yeah, I mean, we did see that in the Nodaloid, so that's not going to happen. We will find a cure.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
You're worried we haven't changed. This is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
My past is a mystery to me. Could the parasite have caused that?
Ceremorphosis takes all of you. Mind, body, soul. An ordinary tadpole would eat at your memories until they were lost to the void. But our tadpoles are far from ordinary. I wonder if another factor's in play.
I've had these urges. I want to kill. I want blood.
Many a good warrior savors the scent of blood in the air. There's no shame in a capricious murder now and again. Too many, though, and you waste energy and dull your weapon. My suggestion, attack with purpose and savor your kills. And if the urge proves too much, well, I'm sure we can find you a goblin or two to carve up.
It's so funny that I'm trying to warn them about my dark urges, and they're like completely misunderstanding the gravity of the situation. Anything else?
Speak.
No, okay. Just making sure, I'm gonna go here, quickly change my name to Kestrel. Not that it matters, really, but just for consistency.
Better not be cursed.
Yep, there we go. Oops, I have the caps lock on. I can change the voice.
Where to next?
Actually, I'll just leave it. I don't really mind the voice. This is the face that I have. I have a bunch of modded faces and such, so that was it. Okay, let us long rest. I may have to do this a couple times to get all the events and be caught up with our current playthrough.
Was that blood? No, never mind.
Okay, we will leave the camp. Okay, we don't have any night things available right now. Okay, this episode is getting pretty long, so I guess this is going to be the first episode, and we'll come back with episode 2 and do the rest of what we need to do before getting caught up to where we are at, if that makes sense. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry about, like, this whole situation. Hopefully, there's not too many inconsistencies when we get back up to our playthrough in our current save. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!